Hi, I'm Steve Wynn at Bayside Entertainment here in the Bayside kitchen, and I received a request. That's right, a request from a very dear friend of mine who asked if I could run through some simple tips on how to take good pictures of food. So for Suzanne Bender, this one's for you. So I'm kind of a food guy. I love to cook, I love to eat, and I have a strong Italian background. So before we get to the picture part, I want to run you through how I make one of my favorite dishes in the summertime, pasta al pesto. The ingredients I use are very simple. I use a lot of basil leaves. I use di cecco fusilli pasta, one of my favorites. Olive oil, a good amount of pecorino cheese, and then of course there's garlic, there's pine nuts, salt, and the last secret ingredient is heavy cream and a little positive mojo. I put 2 fresh cloves of garlic into the Cuisinart. After that, I dump in my basil leaves, olive oil, and blend it thoroughly. Then I add my pine nuts and my pecorino cheese and a little bit of salt. After you saute your pasta in the sauce, add a little heavy cream. All right, here's my subject. It's a beautiful bowl of pasta al pesto. Now typically, I could spend hours and hours setting up and lighting this shot. But if you don't have the time or all the equipment, and you just want to get your shot done and eat your food, consider 2 fundamental things. Take a look at these shots I did for a cooking show and see if you can pick them out. Now the 2 basic things I have going in these shots are the framing and my backlight. So before you're ready to take your shot, be aware of the lighting in your environment. If you have a window and you've got daylight coming through, use that as your backlight. If you don't have that and you're in a restaurant and it's dark, the best thing you can use is the flashlight from someone else's phone. And finally, frame your shot nice and tight. It's about the food and not the table. I personally like to come in at a little bit of an angle, around 45 degrees, so I see some shadows and the highlight that is being kicked up from the backlight. So Ryan, go ahead. Turn that on, bring it in a little closer, a little closer. There it is, there it is. That looks really nice. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit tight here because I want to get just the food, and there it is. And that's an easy way to get some great shots of your food.